Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to some more PGA Tour 2K23 gameplay. Today we are checking out Brian Culbertson's Cavern on the Green. I have played this in PGA Tour 2K21 and it is one of the most creative and fun courses you will ever play. It's a par 72, fairways and greens are firm, the green speeds are fast, weather is overcast and the time of day is dawn. Let's check out the tee settings. There are three options. We will be swinging from the green tees, which are playing 7,160 yards. And as always, pin set numero uno. Thank you so much for the continued support on the channel, guys. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to smash the subscribe button. And if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like. So here we are on the first hole. The majority of this course is played inside a cave. But let's have a quick spin round and you will see the cave opening. And it is a fantastic sight. Really looking forward to playing this on PGA Tour 2K23. So 4 mile per hour wind. I'm going to take this down the centre of the fairway. Tiny bit of a fast, but this fairway does kick right. And that is one of the things that will concern me in this course, is how it ports over. There's a lot of sharp runoffs on the fairways and the greens. And we all know that the slopes in PGA Tour 2K23 are far more punishing than in the previous game. So I'm going to have to apply full backspin and a lot of loft to this gap wedge. Oh, it's a tiny slow, but it doesn't seem to be affecting me too much. This should sit right next to the hole if it doesn't go in. Spin in. What a fantastic approach shot. That is going to give me a tap in birdie. And I am going to move to 1 under. Green speeds are 171. What a great way to start the round here at Cavern on the Green with the opening birdie. Hole number 2, par 3. Playing 210 yards, down 16 feet. That 4 mile per hour wind is going to help me out. Once again in between clubs, I'm going to apply a little bit of loft and topspin to the 6 iron here. Anything right of the flagstick should be good. We do get the perfect. This should comfortably run out up towards the pin. And hopefully this sets up back-to-back birdies. I have actually changed my archetype. I'm no longer on rhythm. I'm playing as woodsman. This is my first round trying it out. So far so good. So it is back-to-back birdies and I do move to 2 under par. What a great way to start here. Par 5 coming up, and this is a long par 5 if I do recall. Certainly want to find the right-hand side of the fairway. This green really slopes from right to left and brings water in play. Just applied a tiny bit of fade. That's a fantastic swing. This ball will still kick all the way to the left hand side. And like I said on the first hole, this is what concerns me about this course. Lots of runoffs on the greens and fairways, but I think we can just about kick up onto the green here with driver off the deck. Aiming way right here. It's a tiny fast. This should really run out well for me. And look at that for a view once again behind the green. That ball's going to keep turning hard left. But it is going to give me an eagle opportunity. Once again, superb views out with the course. Such a creative golf course this. So fun to play. And I must admit, it looks absolutely spectacular on PGA Tour 2K23. That's going to miss on the low side, but the weight is really, really good. So hopefully we can tap this in for 3 consecutive birdies on master swing difficulty. And that's exactly what we do. But really enjoying the course so far. Such a fun course to play. Hole number 4. Once again, very narrow fairway. Water is in play. Look at the views though. It really is spectacular. So I'm playing the wind here. Just going to apply a tiny bit of fade. Want to keep this down the right hand side. Really good swing, but I cannot see how that is a black slow. Wow. I clearly didn't swing fast enough on my downswing. And that is going to leave me a lot of work to do. The green and the fairway really slope from right to left, so anything on the right hand side of this fairway should comfortably kick out onto the green. Oh, it's a tiny slope, but I am going to find this shelf that should kick me onto the dance floor. This could be really, really good, you know. Find that green, that should pick up speed now. And what a fantastic recovery shot. It is going to give me another look at birdie. And I think that is the main strength of the Woodsman, is the recovery shots. Not that I was playing from the rough or anything there, but we did leave myself a long shot in, and that is another birdie. I think this is the best start I've had to any round on Master Swing difficulty. Hole number 3. Medium range par 3, once again in between clubs, but I'm just going to apply a lot of topspin to this 9 iron, and with that 4 mile per hour wind, it's another tiny slope. Hopefully this gets a firm kick and does run out. Keep running out. It is going to come up short. I really needed the perfect there. That will be a tricky putt. 20 feet out, turning from right to left. At least it's uphill, because these greens are slick. I've got the weight. Have we got the read? We have got the read, and that turns right into the centre of the cup. And what a start to this round. 5 straight birdies, and we move on to hole number 6. This is a short par 5. I can't recall this being a par 5 in PGA Tour 2K21, but it is such a long time since I have played the course. So I'm going to have a really good look at eagle here. That is a fantastic tee shot. That could well be a glitch when the designer ported the course over. So 8 iron should be made for this. 10 mile per hour wind. The wind is picking up. Oh, there's a grey slow. That's going to come up short and right. It will give me an eagle putt. Too many slows here for my liking. And this is a tough putt. I actually don't see how I get this to stop near the hole with these subtle slopes. They're very, very sharp on PGA Tour 2K23. So this is just a lag putt. Try to get it as close to the cup as possible. I've deliberately underhit that, but it's still going to gain speed and come up on the low side. That was a really good effort, and this is my concern here. Fortunately, it's a straightforward putt from 6 feet. Just a little bit of movement, going left edge of the cup, playing it firm. And we do pick up our 6th consecutive birdie. What a start to this round. A trio of waterfalls visible from the tee box here. This is a long par 3. Once again in between clubs, I'm just going to apply a good bit of D-loft and a lot of topspin. And see if we can get this 5 wood running up. It's another slow, horrible swing line. And that is going to leave me a long putt. I really am losing my swing time in here as the round progresses after a great start. And it looks like we will pick up our first par off the round on the 7th hole. 2 feet uphill this. Got to make sure we get it up as close to the cup as possible. Good putt line. It is something I have been working on. I've been playing far too much Modern Warfare 2. I've actually spent more time in that game than this at the moment. Really enjoying it. Didn't hit that as firm as I should have. But we do pick up the par. And that is our first par of the round. We move on to hole number 8. This is a really tight fairway. You certainly want to be down the left-hand side here. It's a slight grey fast, but this fairway will kick me over to the right-hand side. And I shouldn't have a lot of distance to go in. I may have an awkward lie at my feet. It does look an awkward green as well. 8 iron is going to be too long. 9 iron should be made for this. I certainly want to find the left-hand side of this flagstick. So playing the wind. Oh, it's a grey slow once again and a horrible swing line. How on earth is that staying left though? This could work out. It's not got the legs to get close to the hole, but I think my swing line may have helped me out there. It's another nasty putt, and once again, this ball's just going to disappear down the slope if we don't drain this. 17 footer. Go on, stay up. Just didn't read the break as well as I could have. And once again, the ball filters down away from the hole. Uphill putt, 6 feet. Not a lot of movement in this one. We do salvage another par, and we move on to the final hole of the front nine. This is a huge dogleg left par 5. It is a longer par 5 than it suggests. I'm going to try and draw this from right to left. Turn it round the cave. Oh, it's a slight grey slope. It's going to be fine. It's just not going to turn to the left as much as I wanted to. I should comfortably be able to reach this in 2 though. I think there's water in play down the right hand side here. There is. It's an elevated green. I'm just going to apply a good bit of loft here, and with this 8 mph wind, see if we can run it up the slope. There is a backstop if we're long. I don't expect to be long. Oh, it's a perfect. This should be really, really good. This should comfortably run up the slope. And this is going to set up another eagle chance. Keep running out. What a fantastic golf shot this is. Would love to convert the putt for eagle. Just a little bit of movement from left to right. This is all down to putt line, which is good. We've got the weight and we've got the eagle. And we are tearing this course up. 8 under through the first 9 holes. In hole number 10, it's another spectacular par 4. Water in play down the left hand side. 10 mph wind in my face. Good swing line. Tiny grey fast. This ball will kick left. Fantastic rock work off there in the distance. Superb construction of the cave, it really is. I'm going to try and play the right hand side of the pin here into this 9 mph wind. Slope at my feet's going to take me left. That's a fast. That's in the water. That's in the water due to how this course is designed. That's going to kick all the way down into the drink. Hopefully it gives me a drop up near the green. Ah, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Once again, it's a huge issue with this game, is the drop system. Really disappointing that it didn't improve that. So once again, going with the 8 iron, aiming slightly more right this time due to the slope at my feet. That's a better strike. That should work out really well. There is a backstop here. This ball should come back towards the hole and see if we can convert the bogey putt. Come on, ball. Reluctantly wanting to come down. I think it's going to be a difficult putt though. Big putt for bogey here. There is a lot of turn. Stay high, stay high. No, we've missed it on the low side. That is going to be a double bogey. And with that, I do move back to 6 under par. That really is disappointing. Hole number 11. It's another par 3. It's a tough pin. Unintentional 98%, but it's a good strike. Uphill slope should kill it. It has done. And that is going to give me a good birdie opportunity. Let's see if we can claw one of these shots back straight away. Uphill putt, breaking from right to left. How on earth has that ball turned as much as that, and I even pushed my putt line? That is a poor putt. Really should have converted that birdie. And I do remain at 6 under par. Hole number 12, back-to-back par 3s. Anything down the right-hand side should be good. I'm just in between clubs here. Wow. So I am going to add a lot of loft and backspin to this. Play for the right-hand side of the pin. Oh, it's a great strike. Oh, that's going to come up short. I've overdone it on the loft and backspin. But it will give me a birdie opportunity. Probably about 18 feet. 21 feet. Not a lot of movement in this putt. It is breaking multiple ways. Definitely turning more from right to left than left to right. It's a nice putt line. Has it got the legs? Turn. Turn. What a fantastic putt that is. I do pick up my first birdie off the back 9. We're still 1 over on the back 9 note. Hole number 18. Difficult par 5. Once again, it's longer than what it suggests due to the route you've got to take. Tiny slope. That fade kicked in beautifully, but this is going to kick left once again. And you've really got to be wary of the slopes in these fairways, because it does always bring the water into play. I'm going to have a horrible lie at my feet. I think we can just about kick up onto the green here with 3 wood with the firm conditions. It's a fantastic execution. Sadly, I only got 97%. I don't know if that's actually going to kick up. That uphill slope just absolutely killed it. I really needed 100% or more to get that up onto the dance floor, but it's going to be a chip shot. Full backspin here. Just try to get this as close as possible and set up the birdie. It's a decent shot. We got the partial. That checks up really well. That fast really took me over to the left-hand side, but it's a pretty straightforward putt. This would get me back to 8 under par and level par in the back 9. Hopefully I can pick up a few more birdies on the back 9, but it's back-to-back par 5s. Hole number 14, 556 yards. Huge wide fairway here. It's going to take this down the right centre of the fairway. There's a perfect, not the best of swing lines. Still struggling to get consistency to my swing line. And I've actually switched over to performance. The graphics, I was playing on quality. And I just don't think the HDR setting looks good in this game, guys. Not on YouTube. Full off, full backspin, chasing up 3 wood onto the green here. It's a grey slow. Once again, 97%. It's going to come up short right. This is actually going to be a horrible putt. Really needed to play that better. Had to get closer to the perfect than what I did. And this is going to be an awkward putt for the eagle. Look at this. This is horrible. 66 feet, 1 foot up. And that ball's just going to turn away from the cup from right to left the entire way. Got to get the weight good. I don't think I've hit that firm enough. That's going to leave me a tester for birdie. Didn't hit it firm enough. And I don't think this is the easiest of putts. It's not. This would get me to 9 under par. Surely that turns. It does turn. And for the first time we move to 9 under par. Let's see if I can get to double digits. Under. Now, driver here kicks the ball all the way into the water, guys. So I'm going to have to lay back with 3 wood and try and play a little bit conservative. Tiny slope, but it is going to leave me nothing more than a chip or a flop. I remember on PGA Tour 2K21, I hit an absolute fantastic shot using the slope on the fairway. It took me onto the green and it just disappeared into the drink. There was no way of stopping it. It is going to be a flop shot. Just try to get this as close as possible. It's going to move right at my feet. Good execution. The slope and the tiny slow taking me away to the right hand side, and that stopped stone dead. I would have liked that another 15 feet closer. Another big putt for birdie coming up. Got the way. It's a good line. It's a good read, and it's a great putt. And with that, I do move to 10 under par with 3 holes remaining. Hole number 16. It's an uphill par 3. I'm just going to apply full backspin and a little bit of loft to this 6 iron and play the wind. Yeah, I knew as soon as I swung that was a slow. That's going to come up way short. Horrible swing line as well. And that is going to be a nasty chip shot. I think it's going to leave me. 26 yards up, 9 feet. I can just fully attack this with a lob wedge. Good execution. That should run out and stop. It is going to ensure the par save. The last few holes in this course are really, really difficult. I think the 18th is really, really tough if memory serves me right. So, hole number 17. Par 5, easily reachable in 2. I'm going to try and take this down the centre off the fairway, really focusing on my swing timing here. We do get it perfect. Anything down that right hand side of the fairway, it just disappears into the water. And I think we should be able to reach the green with 3-wood over this rock down the left hand side. There's the rock. 7 mile per hour wind. We can comfortably get there with 3-wood. Wind's just changed on me ever so slightly. Tiny slow, but this is going to kick all the way up onto the green. Oh, it's a firm kick. That could set up another eagle. That is going to work out superbly. What a fantastic shot. We actually almost put that in for an albatross. It's not going to be a straightforward eagle putt. At least it's slightly uphill. Turning from right to left. Needs to hold its line. I've not hit it firm enough. Did not hit it firm enough. That's disappointing that I left that short. But I do move to 11 under par. We move on to the final hole of this superb golf course. Now, depending on what archetype you're using on your winds, you can reach this green in one. Sadly for me, I can't do it due to that false front. So I am going to have to bail out to the left-hand side. Just applying a tiny bit of draw. Waterfall cascading down next us to the right-hand side. Oh, it's a bit of a grey slow. Just as well. I applied a little bit of draw there. That should hopefully hold the fairway just about. It's going to be a nasty shot over the water into the green though. 8 mile per hour wind. That should be good. A little bit of topspin and D-loft. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not pitching it. I am not pitching that. I should have a normal shot that's far better with that 8 mile per hour wind. Full topspin. Play for the slope on the left-hand side. Oh, that's a slow. That's in the water. I guarantee this comes all the way back into the drink. Early. What a nightmare. That was a poor shot. Too many slows today at times. And we have found the drink. Of course it puts me back here. Let's see if we can't execute this better. Top spin, D-loft. I need to get the perfect. That's even worse. Early, what's going on? I'm having a nightmare in the final hole here. 11 under. And I'm giving the course shots back. Let's pitch it this time. Let's pitch it. I'm actually going to take a practice swing here. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Let's see if I can repeat that. There's no way that's a black slope. Oh, early, what's going on? Such a good round is being really destroyed here. On the final shot on the 18th. I just don't care now. I'm just hitting it. I've actually gave up hope now. That is so disappointing. That's going to work out well, but we're probably looking at a quad bogey here. 11 under, down to 6 or 5 under, depending if I can sink this or not. What a nightmare on the final hole. And this is for a quad bogey. I can't recall the last time I've had it. It's going to be my first quad bogey if we convert it on PGA Tour. That should turn 2K23. It's a great putt, but what an embarrassing finish to the round. But what a fantastic golf course, guys. I hope you did enjoy this round. If you did, please leave a like. Get out there, try the course out for yourself. If you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.